during the summer, me and Jay, we did a video, and I went to kill Tony, and I told Jay, I was like, dude, I had a crazy dream. This was like on Tuesday. I went to the Saturday one. I'm like, dude, I had a crazy dream. I got called to kill Tony. I'm like, I'm getting pulled. And he's like, yeah, all right, buddy. I'm like, trust me. And my wife didn't want to come. I had an extra ticket. And my barber, I went with my whole barber shop at the time.
The same barber that?
No, different barber. Different barber. Because this barber was like a couple of years back. And then like that whole thing had happened. And then I left because I was so mad. So I went with my barbershop because they're the ones who kind of put me on Kill Tony, because I was like telling them, like, I go to the barbershop, I tell them like all the jokes I'm working on, and I'm like, what do you think? So I had bought tickets, like, you know, once they announced it was going to be at MSG, I bought them for the barbershop, and then we were going to go together. So I'm like, look, my wife doesn't like it. We're going to go. I told Jay, I'm like, dude, this dream was so real to me. Like, he's like, yeah, right. So the day we were going, I remember getting dressed and I was going to put on jeans. And I was like, in this dream, I was wearing a Sergio tracksuit, but a short sleeve one, like a velour one. I'm like, I got to wear it. My wife's like, why are you wearing that? I'm like, shut up. So we go, and I'm at the show. I sign up, and I'm sitting like way up high. And it was like 2.5 hours into the show. And I'm like, all right, I'm not getting called. You know, they had already said there was only a few more. So I'm like, I'm not getting called. Flashlight shines in my eye. And this guy has a sign holding my name. I'm like, holy shit, dude. They rush me down, call me up. Yeah, I do the whole thing. It went awesome. Like, in my opinion, I was the best that night. But anyways, it goes awesome. I'm walking off. And when I was there, it was like Shane Gillis was like Donald Trump. Adam Ray was, you know, Joe Biden. And then Harlan Williams was in the back. And Dave Attell.
Damn,
so,
legends.
Yeah. So like I do the whole show, and you know, they're like, dude, like Tony was like fucking killer, man. That was like killer from the audience. We didn't expect that. And I'm like, thank you, dude. And they were like, you know, how long you really been doing stand-up? I'm like, I started in like January at the time. So this is only August. And David Tell's like, holy shit, dude. So now I'm like, I'm feeling great. And like I said, I'm wearing that, like the tracksuit, and Harlan Williams is like, question for you. I'm like, sure, man, what's up? He's like, what time does frisbee tennis start? And I'm like, like 2:00. You know, I'm just like trying to play along with it. And then Tony's like, what time do you deliver your weed to Andrew Schultz? I'm like, he likes it late at night, you know, like you going along with the whole thing. He says something else to me. He calls me Andrew again. And I'm thinking he just, you know, said I'm real Italian. So he's thinking of Andrew Schultz. Asked me something else. He calls me Andrew again. And I'm like, the name's Silvio. I don't know why you keep saying that.
Andrew, what do you do for fun? Any fun facts about your life or special skills or talents other than stand-up comedy?
Name's Silvio, but no, not much. And you know, it ends like I do good. I remember like I got a big joke book. As I'm walking away, Harlan like, you know, knocks my hand, and I'm going down, you know, the stairs, and like you're just kind of there, like backstage at MSG, and they don't tell you where to go. And like I turn, and like Joe Rogan was standing there, and Aaron Rodgers, and he's like, hey,
holy
man.
shit.
He's like, good shit. And I'm like, dude, this is like a fucking dream. And of course I don't have my cell phone because it's like bagged.
Right.
I go up. Everyone's like, yo, everyone was going nuts. When I left, I have videos of like me walking in the train station, people cheering, taking pictures of me. I'm like, this is amazing. Next morning, I wake up. I got like, well, my wife called me and was like, I cannot believe what just happened. And I'm like, yeah, I got pulled. She's like, I had like 12 patients text me like, your fucking husband was like at MSG. And I'm like, I told you. So the next morning I wake up, like I could barely sleep. And I wake up, and I have like 80 text messages. I'm thinking people like, congrats. People are sending me Reddit threads of me on stage. And they're like, this scumbag Guido stole someone's name. And I'm like, what? Then I find out the whole time they said Andrew Parker, but they couldn't find the guy, but Tony just read the wrong name. That's why he called me Andrew.
Representing section 108, row 5, seat 13, this is the Kill Tony debut of Andrew Parker. Andrew Parker has been selected from the audience.
But I didn't hear it because I was like, the whole time, like, you go up there, you're not like, you're in front of like 25,000 people. You're in shock. Yeah. So when they put up music so loud, you don't hear anything. So I was like, I got to buy the stream. I buy the stream. He called me Andrew like 5 times. I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible. So now I got someone who texts me. He's like, dude, the kid Andrew Parker, his Instagram blew up. I'm friends with him. He's got like, you know, and I'm like, oh my God, this guy stole my followers. I'm thinking this is my big break here, Don. And I was so mad. I made a video, and I like tagged Kill Tony, everyone who was at the show. I'm like, it's just my luck. I get pulled on Kill Tony, have a great set, and blah 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 blah. I'm like, they call me the wrong name. I'm like, come on, I'm not an Andrew Parker. I would never steal like such a white name like that. I'd steal like Giovanni or something. Like, give me a break. So I was pissed like the rest of the day because I'm like, this is bullshit. Like, I had a shot. Later that night, I told my wife, I don't even want to look at my phone. I was so mad. So I pick up my phone. I got a bunch of like Instagram requests, and I look, and like Shane Gillis added me, and then he DM'd me, and he was like, good shit last night. I was so excited. Like, to me, that's the biggest. I wrote back, I'm like, dude, coming from you, this is fucking amazing. Oh, he didn't write back, but I was gassed up. Like, I called Jay. I was like, dude, and that was like, for me, that was like the biggest. Like, I mean, the only thing, I've had like a lot of really, really lucky stuff happen. Like, and like Jay's like, bro, you're like the golden child. I'm like, dude, it's all luck. Like, I don't know what, it's like, like I'll always chalk it up. I'm like, God's looking down on me saying like, your wife is going to learn, like, you're doing this. So